if you're one of those people struggling to understand when to eat and when to not eat, and when you've eaten enough and knowing when to stop eating, then this video is for you. A lot of people will tell you not to worry about it, don't count calories, don't weigh your food. Your body knows, and your body will tell you when to eat and when not to eat. And that is a crap answer, and I am as guilty as anyone of actually giving that advice and saying that. And I understand it's a crap answer, and it's not a crap answer because it's wrong, it's right. But it doesn't help you, because you need to understand what that actually means and how you sense that. So welcome to SHAPEFIXER. I am Andrew Tunstall. I'm a nutritionist and a sportsman. I'm on a very low carbohydrate diet. I'm verging on a full carnivore diet, and I don't eat any sugars, and I operate on fat as my energy source. I don't count calories. I don't weigh my food. I've done videos on that. I will link one at the back end of this video for you to understand why it's actually a waste of time. But in this video, I'm just going to explain to you very briefly, when you are on a low carbohydrate diet and you're burning fat and your hormones are operating properly as they should. Okay, carbohydrates mess up your hunger hormones and your satiety hormones, and then it's very difficult for you to regulate your eating when you live on carbohydrates, which are sugar. So when you're on fat, your fat reserves, your body fat, which everybody has, the most highly trained athlete will still have 6 or 8% body fat. Your fat cells stimulate the release of hormones that tell you not to eat. They tell you you're not hungry. But it depends what your goal is. So if you are overweight, let's say you're obese, maybe you're type 2 diabetic, or at least pre-diabetic, so you have insulin resistance and you're trying to overcome that and trying to get your weight down, your requirements are different from somebody who's been through that journey, like me, got their weight down, got it right again, and is now doing a lot of sport and needs energy to be able to do the sport they're doing. So it is different, and the way you respond to the signals from your body is going to be different, and it's not as difficult as it sounds. So when you're losing weight, you are trying to get your body to burn that body fat as an energy source rather than eating extra food to give yourself the energy, because you want to get rid of the weight. So the answer then is to not eat until you are actually hungry. And you will be very surprised, and you will see that you adapt very quickly to that, and you can go quite a long time without eating. So you don't eat until you're hungry. Then when you do eat a meal, however far you get through that meal, when you can say to yourself, I am no longer hungry, then you stop. You just stop. And you don't eat again until you are actually hungry. Now, actually hungry doesn't mean bored, so I'll go and snack on something. Okay, it means actually hungry. You're starting to feel a little shaky and a little weak, and you're really like you need some food. Okay, energy drop, go and eat. That's when you eat, and that's when you stop. When you're on a weight loss phase, when your weight is right and you're happy with it and it's stabilized and you're eating for energy, then you don't stop eating just because you're not hungry anymore. Keep eating. Keep eating that fatty, oily food until it doesn't taste good. When it doesn't taste good anymore and you just really don't feel like it, then stop. And it's a subtle difference. And I was making that mistake because when I was losing weight, I was going, well, I'm not hungry, I'm not going to eat. I'm not hungry, I'm not going to eat. Got my weight down, started training a lot, and I was doing the same thing. I'm not hungry yet, so I'm not going to eat. And I started getting a little bit tired. And I realized that I had no real spare body fat anymore. My weight was correct, and I just wasn't eating enough. I said, but how am I not eating enough? I wasn't hungry. No, eat until it actually doesn't taste good. And I know that sounds a bit weird, but that works. And it will always happen before your stomach is so stuffed and distended that you feel uncomfortable. That happens when you're on carbohydrates. because you just keep eating until you actually physically can't fit any more food in your stomach, and then it's painful. That's complete overeating, and starches, carbohydrates, sugars will make you do that. So if you're on a low-carb diet or a carnivore diet or any kind of ketogenic diet, it could be a vegan version of a ketogenic diet, when you're overweight, don't eat unless you are hungry. When your weight is correct, eat until you don't like the food anymore and you don't like the taste of it anymore and you don't want any more fat and oil. And that's easy. That's just very simple. You don't need to count calories. You don't need to weigh your food. There's no animal on this planet other than humans who even think about doing that. They can't even count, for heaven's sake, and they're all absolutely fine. Please share this video. Please like this video. Please subscribe to our channel and stand by for more content. If you enjoy our videos and you get benefit from the content of our videos, you really should consider joining our club. So if you click the join button below this video, or the link that I'm going to put in the video description, you can find out more about being a member of the SHAPEFIXER Club and how we can help you on your journey towards health and reversing the aging process.